I know the title sounds bizarre, but hear me out. My wife and I used to be neighbors. I was working as an electrician at that time. I saw her the day she moved in. She looked really sad and lonely. I decided to help her move on because there was no one to do that for her. From then we used to bump into each other a lot. I wanted to speak more, but she never seemed interested in me.
One day I saw her crying in front of the stairs. She looked really devastated. From there, I got to know her story. She has dealt with a lot of health issues. She had multiple cysts in her breasts that she had to go in operations. She was also suffering from PCOS, which actually affected her fertility. She used to be married to a man, but he cheated on her with her best friend and got her pregnant. Then he kicked her out and slapped her with divorce paper. I sat there with her because I know she needed a real friend. I wasn't really expecting anything in return. We got closer and closer, and I finally grew some balls to ask her out. I didn't care if she could give me kids or not. I just wanted to be with her because she is an awesome lady, and life wasn't fair towards her. We dated for a few years and then got married. She has been my rock. I wanted to go back to school and finish my diploma, and she has supported me through it. I always tell her that I am really lucky to have her in my life. I never knew what family felt like until I married her. I grew up in an abusive family. It took me years of therapy to cope with it, but with her, I feel like I have peace in my life. I love her so much that words are not enough to express it. Now, as I am writing this, she is sleeping on my lap while she was watching a Barbie marathon. I know one other thing about her. It is that she is pregnant and hasn't told me. The only reason I know because I found her planner when I borrowed her laptop for something. I opened it and discovered she has planned to tell me about the pregnancy 3 days later on our wedding anniversary. Can't say I haven't noticed it yet. I have observed her breasts have become bigger and her moods have shifted. She also vomits in the morning. I will not spoil this surprise for her. I know it makes me sound like a bad person, but in a way, I am glad her husband cheated on her. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had this angel in my life. I mean, think about it. If her husband hasn't cheated on her and left her, we would probably never meet and will go by my life like a helpless person trying to cope with loneliness. I am glad it happened, and I am sure she feels that too. Just not the way I do. If I ever encounter her husband, I will probably punch him first, then hug him and say, "Thank you and fuck you, you piece of shite."